about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike. Check. Strike. Hey.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Right. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Felder. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a play fake. Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The tight end in motion right. Here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Felder. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Jets at 13-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Okay, ready.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. One more time with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On the ball.
And Walker once more. And some room to work. Oh, good move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun, it's Walker. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On play action, Lance. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Felder under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Felder. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun on 3rd down. Felder. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Lance now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's he's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Boy, what an incredible way to end the half. A chance for a late 3, but instead it turns into 6 points the other direction.
And how about the team that got the 6 points going in the other direction? They were thinking, I don't know if I even want to go into the locker room at the half. Head coach going to be upset. Instead, got to feel pretty good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
On the race.
This is Swift on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Tony Pollard, 68 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, hopping good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they go with Swift again. Down to about the 37.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Felder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That second down play nets a -4.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Hey, check out, street.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Felder. Throw left side complete. That's Crawford. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Room here to run. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Crawford. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Hey, smash Bronco!
They find some open field here. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Ken Walker, 72 yards. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Let's go now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Felder. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Right move. Ready?
The Lance going to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
and my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
214 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz from 21 yards away. And the Jets extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. My goodness, 232 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They're going right back to Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Lance looking to throw it.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say the run team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Come on. Hey. Lion.
On 1st and 10, Felder. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Hey, go here. Ready?
On 1st down, Lance.
He's got a man complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Now Lance.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer, 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone.